Hello everybody. Yes, I'm outside on this rainy Tuesday, election day. Oh, yeah, I gotta go do that. But I wanted to be outside and enjoy some chai tea while going over some convention notes. Last night's convention notes was about leadership and say do. That's something that just kept popping in my head today. When you say you're going to do something, you got to do it in order to earn someone's trust. So remember that from yesterday. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Sherry Ramundo, and I am an independent distributor of Young Living essential oils. But I'm also a wife, mother, daughter, sister, granddaughter. And I do work full-time, but I'm also working on my dream through my fitness business as well. So between my Fit with Sherry business and my Young Living essential oils and working, I try to stay busy and working to get myself out of the working for someone else. Anyway, I don't know why I mentioned that. I just did. But hey, whatever. That's why this ain't scripted. So, the convention notes from the International Grand Convention, Young Living, in June of 2017. So this one that I want to read over my notes about is from Lindsay Teague Moreno. She's the one who taught 7 ways to get people to work with you. Lindsay Teague Moreno, she has a podcast which is called Boss Up. So if you want to learn more about her and how she got started in entrepreneurship, Boss Up. And I think she's also part of the 12 Days of Diamonds, which I have on here. She wrote a book, which I purchased, called Getting Noticed, which is all about getting noticed on social media. That's a pretty good book. And let's see, my notes start off with relationship plus skill plus character times hustle equals your career and savings account. And that actually comes from John Acuff, A-C-U-F-F. And he says you do this over and over and over again. So relationship plus skill plus your character times hustle equals your career, which is your savings account. So all the things you've been through builds your character. All the things you've been through builds your character. And I can attest to that through my own life experiences. Definitely builds your character. Do not compare your story to someone else's. And unfortunately, I do that a lot. My story is not the same as a 25-year-old because I'm 45. So my story is different. My story is not the same as a multi-millionaire. It's different. Doesn't mean I won't be a multi-millionaire, but my story will be different when I get there. The simplicity is you find 6 people who find 6 people who find 6 people who find 6 people, and your why will cost you money. You want to build a business? You got to invest something. You have to. Something. Time, some money. Some companies you got to invest thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in order to build a business. Young Living, not so much. It's as simple as $160 plus shipping and tax. Why wouldn't you start a business so cheap? But anyway, when a good thing becomes your ultimate thing. Oh, this is a quote that she gave us that came from, I believe, her pastor. And what he says was, when a good thing becomes your ultimate thing, ultimately that good thing becomes a really bad thing. So it's kind of like, what are you making your idol? What is your idol? So when a good thing becomes your ultimate thing, you don't want to make things of this world your ultimate thing. The ultimate thing that we should have in front of us is Christ. So, then she starts talking about earning money. The income disclosure statement I don't have with me to share, but you earn what you put into your company. No matter what company it is, you put time into it, you're going to make money. You don't put time, you don't put effort, you're not going to make anything. You might make a few bucks to cover some of your monthly order, but it might not cover your entire order, and it might not be enough to put into a savings account. So that's part of the income disclosure. So if you're going to work the business like it's a business, you're going to make money. Basically, plain and simple. So it takes $1.5 million in organizational group volume to get to Royal Crown Diamond, which is 6 legs at $35,000 each. Okay? I don't do well with the money, with the numbers thing on here, but that's like the biggest thing. You want to get to Royal Crown Diamond with Young Living Essential Oils, you need 6 legs at $35,000 each. So it's as simple, when you break it down, it's as simple as you find 6 people who find 6 people who find 6 people who find 6 people. Now it might sound simple, but you got to find the right 6 people. Most people are not going to join your team to become a distributor. That's not their goal. They just want to use the oils, or they want to use the supplements, or they want to use the Ningxia Red or the Thieves cleaning product. So don't get frustrated. Just keep looking. They're out there. They're out there. So you know what you want and you're afraid to tell people. Well, we can't be afraid to tell people. Young Living gives 51% back to the distributors, and they keep 49% to run the business. That is huge. Huge. What company gives out that much to their employees? They probably keep 80% and distribute 20%, which is why minimum wage is so crappy and you can't do anything worth a dime with minimum wage. Anyway, dream. Be a dreamer. Dream, dream, dream. Don't worry about who's going to judge you. They will judge you anyway, which is so true. Doesn't matter if you're doing good, bad, indifferent. They're going to judge you, so don't worry about it. And yes, I need to remember that myself. You know your strengths and passions and play to them, so stay in your lane. That is number 2. Knowing your strengths and your passions, and that's what you do. You do it yourself. She's married. She doesn't do well with, I forget what she said. Her and her husband work together, and so she does really good at A, B, C, and her husband takes care of D, E, F. But when she tries to work on D, E, F, he's like, what are you doing? You're not good at this. I am. Leave me alone. So stay in your lane. Play on your strengths and your passions. It's getting chilly out here. This is good. Chai tea. Chai tea from Tastefully Simple. Okay, so you consistently make the customer feel like the most important part of the transaction, which is, they are the most important part of the transaction. Outwork your competition in customer service. Do your best to be the ultimate epitome of customer service. There's so many crappy customer service reps out there, and you need to be the best. Position yourself. You position yourself as the expert and guide. Now, that doesn't mean you got to know it all. Doesn't mean you got to prove that you know it all and all these things you know by heart. No. Point them to the resource. There's only so much we're allowed to tell people anyway, so just tell them to do the research. But still, position yourself as the expert and the guide. Guide them in the right direction. What are 10 things unique to yourself? Think about that. 10 things that are unique to yourself. Write them down. Share 2 things. 2 will help them. Oh, okay. Share 2 things that will help them. So when you're building your team, so have them write 10 things down that they feel are unique to themselves, and then out of those 10, you share 2 with them that you feel would help them the most. Okay, number 5. Your authenticity shows and people like what they see. Focus on who you are and your YL business will come along. Be real. Don't be fake. Don't try to be somebody you're not. Just be you. Be real, and the right people will come along. Your business will grow. Number 6. You have a streamlined, organized business process that makes working with you easy. So, it forces you to do less. Make it simple for a 2-year-old. 2-minute videos. Well, mine's a little longer because this is, a recap of notes. But, when you're teaching your downline team, when you're teaching people on your team, or if you want to post things on social media, make it short. It doesn't need to be long. Short, sweet, to the point. Do less. When you're doing so much, people will think, oh my gosh, she does this, and she does that, and she does this, and she does that. I'll never be able to do it. Okay? So, make it simple. Your stories and images get noticed. Again, this is like on social media. So your stories and your images. Tell your stories. What works for you? Why? Share pictures. You don't even necessarily have to give a story. Just share a picture. Young Living does that a lot. Again, FDA. We gotta zip our mouths on certain things. So let them do the research. Give them like a little tidbit and let them go and research. So, stories build trust, and trust sells kits and oils. So, those are 7 ways to get people to work with you. And which is a good thing that I read over it, because there are some reminders for myself. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you've learned something from it, and that you would continue to follow me, press the like button, and if you found this on your own, awesome. You want to get started with Young Living and learn more, you're welcome to join my team. And if somebody else told you, hey, go check out Sherry Raimondo's video, this is actually pretty cool from convention, go back to them. If you want to get started with Young Living, go back to them. Okay, that's the right thing to do. Thanks. Have a good night.